Crunchy Mama here, and I'm taking this video to document all of the wild edibles that I have on my property in Northwest Ohio. It's May 4th, 2013, and we're going to start with my absolute favorite wild edible, which is ostrich fern shoots. So the ones you see are getting pretty big. So one of the distinctive features of ostrich ferns is a deep groove running along the stalk. Think of a celery stalk, how it has that deep groove. Well, ostrich ferns also have that. Of course, you want to eat them when the stalks are between 8 and 28 inches, and pick them off at the base. Only pick half of the stalks in the rosette, and you can eat them raw or boiled or sauteed. Here we have some raspberry canes, and you can eat the young leaves, and you can eat them in a salad, or you can make tea out of them. And of course the raspberry canes will produce some delicious raspberries, but you can eat the young leaves, and there's no bitterness to them, no sweetness either, so good in a salad just as a foundational green. Here we have some wild chives or wild onions. You can eat the whole thing, including the bulb of it that's underground, and it is delicious. Here we have some garlic mustard that has its blooms already, and you can see those blooms, the white flowers with the 4 petals. You can see the leaves. Now, I personally eat the upper half or upper third of the stalks and the leaves cooked. You could probably eat them raw as 5 to 10% in your salad, but they are bitter. Here's another set of or series of garlic mustard with even bigger leaves that hopefully you can see better. And of course here we have a dandelion and some violets side by side, and you can eat the violet blooms raw. They have a slight sweetness at the end, and you can eat the young leaves raw. And of course there's dandelions, which I actually don't eat much of, but I do plan on. Here is the shoot of a pokeweed plant, and the only safe way to eat pokeweed shoots is to cut off the leaves of the shoots when they're pretty small, and you have to boil them several times and change out the water. But otherwise, pokeweed is poisonous. It's just the shoots that I believe that you don't want any red in the pokeweed that you eat. I'll have to check on that to see if that is in fact the case, or if it's just the size of the shoot that matters the most when you are harvesting pokeweed shoots to boil to eat. And here is the burdock patch that yesterday I did a video on how to harvest burdock root, and you can check that out. That was May 2nd, 2013 upload. But just the root is edible, and actually not even all of the root. Usually the lower third, lower half of it, the core and rind. After you take off the skin, you can actually eat it raw, and it's not bad. Or you can cook it, saute it, boil it, whatever you like. And preferably with a symphony of different vegetables. Lastly, we have Solomon's purse. Has dandelion-like leaves and the little blooms right there, 4 white petals, and they produce seed pods. You can see that one right there, and that's very distinctive. I actually haven't tried Solomon's purse. Well, actually I did a few days ago. I ate the flowers, and it was just fine, but I'll have to post more about how to eat Solomon's purse and what parts and how to prepare them. Lastly, we have some wild mint growing around our property, and I do know that we have some wild spinach that grows, but I have only seen a little sprout somewhere and I can't remember where it is, so I guess it's just not yet time for it to grow. Signing off, it's the Crunchy Mama. Have a great day.